Kaja got banned, so I had to go to my backup roamer. And honestly, this is exactly why I still keep Carmilla ready. Same job, tank damage, control fights, and punish bad positioning, but with one huge difference. If you time her ultimate properly, one good engage can decide the entire game. Now most players only think of Carmilla as a tanky setup, but with the right build, she does a lot more damage than people expect. And one good ultimate is enough to flip an entire losing game. I'll show you the build, the timing, and exactly how to play Carmilla as a high damage CC tank. And if you like off-meta picks that usually win games, subscribe. That is what this channel is built on. Right, first things first, you have to get the right build for Carmilla. So the chassis pauldron must be in there because that regenerates you when your HP is low. I use that for all roamers, even when I'm playing with Kaja. The must-have item for Carmilla is the cursed helmet because it does damage, I think 1.2% of her own HP as magic damage to the enemy, and it also reduces the enemy's hybrid defense. This is essential for Carmilla because the way you do damage with Carmilla yourself is through your first skill, which she unleashes these blades that swarm around her and do damage while regenerating her HP. So the danger with Carmilla is that she is an up-close tank to do damage. She doesn't have a ranged attack like Kaja. So therefore I use the Tank Emblem instead of the Support Emblem because I need extra HP and as much hybrid defense as I can get, because she is literally getting into the midst of a team fight and taking high damage. And of course, I use the Concussive Blast talent because that does additional damage after your first attack as a percentage of your HP. So you can see that Carmilla's damage on this build is based on using high HP defensive items that do additional damage based on her HP as magic damage. So you have the Cursed Helmet and the Concussive Blast. My first item you would think should be the Thunder Belt because every time you use its attack skill, which slows the enemy and does an attack based on your hybrid defense items, your physical defense on your magic defense, every time that automatic attack is used, it increases your overall hybrid defense by 1. So in Kaja, I use that as the first item so I can stack it as the longer the game goes and build up more hybrid defense. But because Carmilla doesn't have a ranged attack and she will be taking more damage because she has to get up and close to enemies to do damage, I decided to equip this item as her first defensive item. It gives you more magic and physical defense, and this part is important. For every enemy hero within 5 units of your hero of Carmilla, it increases your hybrid defense. So for early game, before Carmilla has her build, this is important for when she gets in her first team fight, that she gets a lot more durability. Right, so those are the core items. The last 2 items are interchangeable depending on the makeup of the enemy team. If you have obviously more physical attack heroes, you swap for more physical defense, and vice versa for magic offensive heroes. Right, so now that we have that, let's get it.
Request backup.
So in this game you would see I equipped the Purify spell instead of Sprint. That's because they had Guinevere, who jumps in with a CC and can entangle you in a high damage ultimate. And also that's because Carmilla has her own escape. Her skill 2 increases her movement speed and she can glide towards an enemy or to escape a trap, as I did here when I was outnumbered. And then if you press skill 2 again, she can stun the enemy. So she is very good at setting up plays if you have your skill 2 ready to stun an enemy and your team closing on them. So to play Carmilla well, you have to be very aware of your map. I mean, that's true for all roamers, but particularly for her, because what you do is you have to time when you're going to use your skill 2 to speed up. So if you see an enemy hero, as in this case on the top lane, Guinevere has overstretched and is close to our turret attacking our team hero, you hit the speed up button when you're a fair distance away so you can creep up on her quickly, and then you tap it again to stun her, which I did. Now I know Guinevere has this hologram trick that allows her to evade, so even though I stunned her, I also placed my ultimate in front of her, anticipating that she would jump in that direction to ensure that we get the kill.
Doesn't need to know anymore.
So again here, I'm heading to the mid lane. I look at my mini-map and I see God has overcommitted. He is very close to our turret, probably racking up the gold. So I know this is a perfect opportunity to gank. I hit my second skill to speed up on him. He's caught by surprise. I hit it again to stun him, and then he's dead meat because my teammates swarm in on him. I start attacking him with skill 1. Bane attacks him, and then Nana throws in her CC. I continue following him to make sure that he's dead, and it's GG well played for God.
Seems he doesn't need to know anymore.
Now this is why Carmilla is a game changer. Pay attention to 2 things here. First, the score. We are losing. We have 12 kills. They have 17. Secondly, look at the minimap. All of the enemy team has converged on the top lane. So I am like, this is the moment when Carmilla shines. First, Alice goes in. She teleports in. I immediately back her up. I come in and I trap at least 3 of them in my ultimate. And my ultimate not only stuns them and damages them with magic damage, but it also links them, and an attack on one contributes an attack on all. The others take 50% of the attack. And most of our team was with us, so whatever was happening was once my ultimate engaged 3 of them and we started attacking, they were easily wiped out. And then we just moved in on Claude and took him out, and we wiped out almost the entire team except for 1 hero. And from being down 12-16, it went to 16-17. But also the momentum shift, because all our team was alive from that team fight. None of us died. And we went on just to start taking turrets quickly. And you will see how we were able to turn this game on when you watch the end. This is where you start to see the effect of my build really come into play here. I'm under attack from Popal, who has massive burst damage. And you see that Cooper is attacking me, taking my HP down. But then I start regenerating as soon as it drops below 40%, because that's the Chastise pauldron coming into effect. I'm allowed to sustain multiple attacks from a high damage hero like Popal, giving my team enough time to come in and assist. And of course, although Estes was healing Popal, Lesley took him out and then took out Popal. And by the way, Lesley had a poor start to the game, but after my last ultimate had wiped out the team, she got 2 kills, her confidence boosted, and now she really started to dominate. And that's what a good rumor does. It helps your damage dealers do their best.
Well played. Request backup. Understood. Monster kill. No one is more concerned to see. Your team destroyed a turret. Your team destroyed a turret. The curse of blood is far and wide. Loneliness is not about being lonely. Missing him is. Your team destroyed a turret. A puddle of blood is a sight that relieves me. Initiate retreat. Understood. Nightfall. Enemy fast back. Stay still. Shut down. Double kill. May the world be embraced. Request backup. Understood. Launch attack. Okay. Ha. Ha. Brilliant control. An enemy has been slain. Victory! True love is like